My name's Lynn Lewis, and I'm living and working in Portland, Oregon. In 2014, I had a big show at Lewis and Clark College called Clearing. And what imbued that theme was both personally and globally how challenging life is continuing to become. And I have an intimate relationship with a cultural center that I helped build in Mali. It's unprecedented that there would be any civil unrest there. And then boom, in 2012, there was a big war. And the impacts of that have really been challenging, really, really hard to digest and to imagine places and people that I may never see again. I really strive to find ways to maintain levity in these difficult times. And I like to try to create spaces where people can engage a space and find some sense of levity. The work that I worked on for the show Clearing had a component whereby I gave people a little envelope that said Clearing on it with a piece of mica attached to it. And I went around and I asked people, is there something you'd like to clear? I thought it would be people would say, oh yeah, my ex-husband, you know, this cold I can't get rid of or whatever. And they'd take an envelope and they'd write it down in the bar. Well, that didn't happen. They said, can I have 5? Can I have 10? So then in the end, those were all burned. All the literal intentions that people wanted something to go away, burned away, but the actual intention that people had something all exists in these little mica circles because mica doesn't burn. And that project was really pretty amazing and humbling for me that once you just put it out there, that people believe in the collective power for things to make a difference and for things to change was really kind of amazing to me. Beading has been a part of my work for a long time. The idea that people have been beating their intentions and beating their hopes and dreams, and everything from a rosary to all different kinds of cultures use beads. Another primary theme of my work over the last, I would say since 2000, has been finding ways to catch your breath. My practice is very much influenced by my practice and study and sometimes teaching of yoga. Physically the practice, but also philosophically that practice. It's very much about this, this idea that we can catch our breath in these delicate beads and we can bead our hopes into them. So it's like this beaded prayer that's built out of breath. I'm an abstract artist for a reason, so I don't want to lead them too directly into this is how I want you to feel, but I like to create these meditative spaces where hopefully people want to linger and they invite contemplation and wonder. This region's had a huge impact on my work. I moved here 27 years ago, and I came here to be an artist in residence at the Oregon College of Art and Craft. I just packed up my little Honda and drove. I didn't know where I was going, really. But it was weird because a few months before I got that position, all these people were looking for jobs, and I was kind of young when I graduated from grad school, so I wasn't looking for a job, I just wanted to work. I said, I don't know, maybe I'll just move to Portland, Oregon. I have no idea why I said that. I had never heard about Portland, Oregon, it wasn't on my radar, and then the next thing I knew, somebody slipped this piece of paper under my door and said, there's this residency in Portland, Oregon. I'm like, oh, that's funny, I guess I'll apply for that. And here I am. Since I got here, I spend a lot of time in the woods and the forest and in the rivers and at the coast. My work is very much about walking through those woods and being engaged in the non-human natural world. The shapes and the layers and the shadows and a lot of the things that are themes in my work that have continued, they take a different form here and there, but they're definitely hugely informed by my experience being here.